Well, hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to bake with you one of my favorite keto goodies. It's called Keto Trash Cookies. Not my recipe. I actually found the recipe online at www.lowcarbinspirations.com. I will be doing a blog about this recipe in my website, so www.revitalizedinretirement.com, and I will put a link there for this website. This website has got lots of great keto recipes, but this one I've done a few times and it's really good. It's called Keto Trash Cookies, and a really nice kind of treat that I have sometimes with my matcha tea latte, which I've already done a video about. So the recipe actually it says it makes 16 cookies. I often get 18 to 19 cookies, and when they're all finished I freeze them, and they last a couple of months because it really is a treat. It's not something you want to have every day, but they're really tasty, so I thought I would make it with you today. So you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I've already got that done. And then we're going to start. In a big mixing bowl, I have half a cup of melted butter. And to that, I'm adding half a cup of, this is the Swerve sweetener. So I buy the Swerve, it's a sugar replacement. So half a cup of that. I'm also putting in a quarter cup of monk fruit sweetener, which I buy from the bulk food store. So a quarter cup of that. We need 2 large eggs, so we're going to crack those in. 2 large eggs. There's 1. And there's 2. And the vanilla essence. So the vanilla essence, you need about a teaspoon. So let's just get, oh, can't get my lid off. There we go. Teaspoon of vanilla. Put that in. And then you're going to just mix this all up. Now, I have a very tiny kitchen, so I have to turn around over here to my mixer just to mix this up quickly. So those are the wet goods all mixed up, and then we're going to go with the dry goods. So in a separate bowl, you want to measure all of the flours. So you need 1 1/4 cups of almond flour. So that's my cup. And let's get a 1/4 cup going here. A little bit more than that. 1/4 cup. Here we go. And then you also need a 1/4 cup of coconut flour, which I also buy from the bulk barn. So 1/4 cup of that. That's about a 1/4. Okay. And then you need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So 2 teaspoons. And we'll put that in. There's 1. There's 2. The recipe calls for pink salt. I don't have pink salt, so I'm just using some regular sea salt. And you need just a half a teaspoon of that. So there's a half teaspoon of salt. And then it asks for a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. So I buy this at my grocery store. It's Bob's Red Mill xanthan gum. I've seen it in the bulk barn as well. You can get it there. So we need a half a teaspoon of the xanthan gum. That's the oven coming to temperature. Okay. So So we're just going to blend this really well. Like so. Get it all nicely mixed together, especially the baking powder. You want to make sure that goes through all, is distributed well through all the flours, the coconut and almond flours. And then we're going to bring our wet mix back, and we are going to add our dry mix to the wet mix. And you just want to kind of turn it into the wet very gently until everything's fairly well combined. So we'll just gently mix it all up. And you'll see a nice dough is forming. And once that is all mixed up, then we add all the other goodies. So in these trash cookies, you've got macadamia nuts and pistachio nuts and some dark chocolate. So that's pretty good, the dough. So it's a half a cup of each. So we're going to start with a half a cup of macadamia nuts. And these I also buy from Bulk Barn. So half a cup of macadamia nuts. And then we're going to go to a half a cup of pistachio, also from Bulk Barn. Half a cup. And then last but not least, we want the chocolate chips. So this is Lily's dark chocolate, and it is with stevia extract, so it doesn't have any sugars in it. And it is vegan for anyone out there who is vegan. This recipe, you can substitute the butter for a vegan, like a vegan butter or vegan margarine, and the egg you can substitute with the flax that you can actually let soak in either in water or even in almond milk if you wish, and that acts like the egg. So let me just get this package open. It's a new one. So we want a half a cup of that. And we'll just gently stir all of those goodies into the dough. And then what I do is I use a cookie tray, but I line it with parchment paper. And I scoop this dough right onto the parchment paper. It's easy cleanup and it doesn't stick, cooks well. So let me just scrape this. So like I say, the recipe says it makes 16 cookies, but I often get a few more than that. So there's my tray with the parchment paper. And you just want to get little bit of the dough. You can press it out, roll it up, press it out. And you get these beautiful, beautiful cookies. They're really, really yummy. They're pretty wholesome. Like, you've got all the goodness of the nuts and the, the almond flour. So just continue to use up your dough, making the cookies. And then when you've got them all done, they go in the oven at 350. And they don't take too long to bake. Usually I think about 10 minutes. What does it say here? 14 minutes, but it says check at 12 minutes. So yeah, keep an eye on them. And I'm gonna just continue this, but rather than boring you watching me make all the cookies, I'm gonna pause this and I'll come back when they come out the oven. Okay, so I just popped the cookies into the oven, but I came back because I know those of you who follow keto need to know your macros. So one cookie is one serving, and it's about 177 calories. There are 13, wait, I don't think this is correct. 13, it says 13 grams of total carbohydrates, protein 4 grams, fat 17 grams, and fiber 3 grams. However, there is, under the notes it says, xanthan gum is optional, but I add it to ensure the cookies held together. Nutrition per serving will vary depending on how many dough balls you make. So like I said, I actually got 18 out of this one, although the recipe says 16. And here it says the net carbs are 2 grams. So based on what I just read before, that actually is confusing to me, but it does say one serving is 2 net carbs. So that's what I've been holding them to. I hope it's right. It sounds about right because of the ingredients. I don't think that's wrong. So as soon as they come out the oven, I'll show you what they look like when they're baked. And of course, let them cool. Put them in either a freezer bag or a container and pop them in your freezer. And then it's a nice treat in an afternoon, or, you know, if you feel like a dessert one day. They taste really good. As I said, it goes great with that matcha tea latte. So give it a try. And again, if you go to my website, I will give you the link for this website where I got the recipe. Okay, folks, here's the finished product. You can see there lots of nice chocolate bits and the pistachio and macadamia nuts. I really enjoy these, and I hope you do too. Until next time, we'll see you again. Bye for now.